Ho, ho, hello, and welcome to the Hallway Wrestling Podcast. Christmas, end of year wrap up. Woo! Are you excited, Irene?
Yeah, I'm very excited, Kieran.
Oh, he hasn't done it yet, has he? The fucker didn't do it. He didn't do his work. And he has nothing prepared for this episode.
I'm a bit prepared.
He did it during the last recording of the podcast, as we mentioned.
I've a good amount of stuff prepared. It's like it's hard when you watch all the wrestling and not just WWE.
That's the thing. Big thing about our list. Mine is very WWE heavy. Reen's probably less so, I assume.
Yeah. Mine's less so, and Kieran said that we can't.
You cannot put stuff you've seen live on because we have a massive bias towards that. It's very unfair.
Kieran does, except for feuds.
Oh no! Everyone knows that stuff you see like live, you have a bigger bias towards.
Except for feuds, like there's a feud that even if I was like this, even if I wasn't there live, I'd still think this is the best feud.
Yeah. But for the most part, we're very much keeping it like stuff you've seen on TV. You weren't there live for.
Yeah.
Because most people, I feel most wrestling fans would admit that we do have a bias when we see something live.
Yeah.
I just want to be sure,
So Kieran, you just explain what we're going, like how the run order is going to go, like how it's.
Basically, we made a load of categories the other day. Like
Kieran
your best match, I said you could ask me. Best male wrestler, best female, best promo, all that sort of stuff for 2019. And because it's 2019 and this is the only chance we're going to get to do it, because I'll be dead by the time 2030 rolls around, we're going to do our best of the decade as well. We're going to after we've done best of 2019, we're going to do best of every other year.
Yeah. And happy Christmas Eve, by the way.
Or Christmas Day, depending on if you're, putting this up, whenever it is.
I think people are going to watch us on Christmas.
No, fuck no.
People don't watch it anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, I'm going to put this up on Christmas Eve morning, because people are always like, Christmas Eve is kind of like a weird one. Like, I don't know about you, but 2 years ago I had to work on Christmas Eve. But other than that, when I went on Christmas Eve, I'm just like, I don't really want to do anything because I'm going to the pub later with all the families.
Yeah, Christmas Eve is very calm.
Christmas Eve, you're just like, I just want to chill out. So if you're chilling out, listen to us.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, that's probably what you're doing.
Yeah.
If it's not on Christmas Eve, stop listening now. You failed. You're really fucked up, to be honest.
Yeah. Hope we all have a great Christmas.
Yeah. We're not ending it. We can't early. No, this is our last episode.
And I just want to straight up, I'm getting my best Christmas present ever. I'm going to be going to 16 Carat Gold.
Yeah, that's mad.
I got a 4-star hotel, which is pretty cool.
You're going to have to make a vlog, you know that, yeah?
I might. I genuinely might. I'm going to be singing.
There you go, that'd be
It's
fun.
going to be karaoke after party with the wrestlers. It's going to be fucking insane.
I'm getting a record, Tame Impala Collector's Edition record. Very excited for that.
Yeah. So anyway, we cannot waste any time because there's so much shit.
Yes! There's so many categories. Upwards of 5. I can't remember how many. We won't start with our best yet. I'll leave best match and best wrestlers to the very end.
Kieran has 5 people for each, 5 things for each category. I might have 2 or 3, maybe. Depends on what my kind of.
Oh, mine's very iffy now. Alright, what is our worst pay-per-view of the year?
Anything called Backlash.
Backlash wasn't. What happened this year in Backlash?
Oh, I don't remember, but it's just called Backlash.
Was there a Backlash this year?
That was just my joke. That was just a joke. Kieran taking it seriously.
Okay.
I'm
Super Showdown.
We're including those. Shit, I forgot about this.
That was the pay-per-view this year. It wasn't just a live event.
Yeah.
That was fucking horrific. Lars Sullivan Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
That was on it. Do you remember that? Fuck. Of course. Goldberg Taker. Horrific. I think we had Shane versus Roman Reigns, which was bad.
Yeah. Fuck. I'd put Hell in a Cell up there.
It did. But here's the thing.
That's what I have.
Super Showdown had Demon Balor versus Andrade. There is no pay-per-view this year without a genuinely good match. Cell, however, had the Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, and it had Becky versus Sasha.
Yeah, but let's just be honest.
It had a really bad finish, but before
when
then
we're talking about bad pay-per-views, there's always going to be silver linings.
But
this
is
bad just outweighed.
For me, this is a genuinely the best match on this was just good, and everything else was genuinely bad.
Yeah.
To something we'll talk about.
I agree. I completely agree. But I just remember WWE pay-per-views haven't been great this year. Let's be real. They've been raw with a little bit.
They've been fairly fucking rough this year.
Yeah, but I just think that fucking Fiend Rollins Cell match was just really
it almost ruined the Fiend.
Oh yeah,
almost tanked that amazing character.
But that by alone deserves an
yeah. Look, I'm not arguing that's a good show.
No.
I'm not arguing that's a good show. It's important to keep in mind also, even if this stuff isn't on my list, chances are it's also shit. Or it's great, you know?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, we're gonna move on from the...
Oh, we are not moving on from bad just yet, because we have worst feud right now. My top of this has been the Rusev versus Bobby Lashley Lana on a pole match.
I don't disagree.
It had one good segment, and people thought it saved the whole thing, but then it just went straight back to shit. And it's not even over yet.
Yeah.
I have a couple for this one. Any Dolph Ziggler feud.
Kieran's gonna be dominating these.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Nah, you're right.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're right.
Fucking
Goldberg
horrific.
match was okay because you
was
10
actually.
seconds.
There you go. That was good.
Because it lasted 10 seconds.
Shane McMahon versus people who watch WWE. that was a pretty
Dave
rough
Meltzer versus the internet.
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I actually?
Seth Rollins versus the fans.
Okay, no. Actually, I'm gonna put in one here. Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay, because Seth Rollins decided to bring his bank account into it.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
That was pretty to watch.
Yeah.
And Ospreay was the first person to be like, "Hey, you're a great wrestler," but like kind of, which is good. But
Matching
yeah,
them in a match.
on a serious note, Shane McMahon versus the fans. Genuinely fucking horrific shit going on, especially in the first half of the year.
I'd fucking argue. Wait, what? Baron Corbin, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's on this as well.
Dog food.
Fucking horrific. Really bad stuff there. It's been going on for so long. They're never going to end it. They're never going to end it. It's just going to keep going forever, and we can't stop it.
Mid-card of evil against everyone.
Yeah. But then the problem there is they had that Shield stuff, which was alright.
Yeah.
Shield almost made my best tag team for 2019.
Yeah. Anything outside? We're talking about any bad
Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton was awful.
Yeah.
Because he just kept saying stupid, 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 and it got real old real fast on top of these really stupid, stupid, stupidly boring matches.
Yeah.
I'm on fire this podcast.
Anything outside WWE? You're in your hand.
See, I don't watch much stuff outside WWE. The Librarian feud in
Yeah,
that
that's kind of storyline, yeah. Once we get the best, Kieran's gonna like break down. He's gonna be like someone who gets their phone taken. I'm just gonna just fucking clock. He's gonna like malfunction and stop working.
There have been a good few WWE matches this year that were good. In fairness, last year was rough for good.
Yeah.
Name a great WWE match last year?
Listen, you're putting me on spot. Listen.
There's a single one, and it's on my best of the decade list.
2018.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it. So we'll move straight on. Is there anything else you have for worst feud?
No. Reigns, Corbin, mid-card of evil against anyone.
Yeah. Shane McMahon versus anyone.
Yeah, the Librarian's been pretty crap.
The Maria Mike Kanellis feud that never ended.
Yeah.
They still hate each other. Yes.
Sami Zayn. What feud had Sami Zayn in the electric chair? What fucking feud was that?
Oh, was that? That was just when he came back as a heel, wasn't it?
No, they put a Syrian in the electric chair before going to Saudi Arabia. That was pretty bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway,
that fits right into our next category of worst promo.
So can that be worst segment? Can we just tie them in together?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Sami Zayn.
The electric chair.
Uzi Hot.
What was that?
When,
I fucked up the worst promo stuff. I couldn't think of any.
When the Uso, we're gonna do worst promo / worst segment.
Yeah.
I was going to go Kalisto, but that'd be decade. Anyway,
is that lucha things you're thinking?
Yeah.
Lucha things.
We're ruining our neck. We're ruining our content. Anyway, when the Usos put Uzi Hot, which is icy hot, sorry, in like in the Revival shorts, and they shaved their backs. That feud.
Oh shit! Yeah, the shaving back
anyway,
stuff.
That Uzi Hot thing. The real name of that is Icy Hot, and that reminded me. You know the way the Goldberg Hulk Hogan podcast happened?
Yeah.
They were talking. You know when Goldberg won the title at that pay per view when he beat Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He found it 4 days beforehand, and then in the match, Hulk Hogan was wearing so much Icy Hot that he went blind. No, Hulk Hogan couldn't see for the whole match.
Yeah.
And then when he went in to put the jackhammer on, Goldberg couldn't see. So they were both like, and apparently like Simon Miller was talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I put loads of Icy Hot on as well." It's basically like, you know when you go to a restaurant, you get that deep heat smell.
Yeah,
that's what Icy Hot is. And they had a feud where they put it down the Usos, but they put it down the Revival's pants. So that deserves skill.
Classic Uso move.
It
was so crazy.
Yeah, Sami Zayn in there.
I had Maria Kanellis, all her stuff in here as well. The Lana's been a shit promo this year.
Yeah, I have a recent one. I have AEW's version of the Festival of Friendship.
As your worst, really?
Because they had a dad on there who didn't know how to fucking speak wrestling, so he just started like... he just started like doing what anyone would do. It just was really awkward. I just didn't really like it because I just didn't like it. It was quite like the thing where they do with MJF where they were like, "Do we just become best friends and all this stuff?" That was obviously like the Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho stuff, but it wasn't like made blatantly obvious.
Yeah, even though he continually dissed that storyline.
This was blatantly obvious. It was Festival of Friendship, and it was really annoying.
I have the dog food promo. Anything Corbin's done with Roman Reigns on last month.
Oh yeah, where you had him bark 40 times.
Yeah, something like that. And then he threw dog food on him recently.
Yep.
Fucking horrific. And then my final one is the Ronda Bailey promo. Do you remember this one? Ronda came out, and this is just as the Ronda Becky feud is starting, and people boo Ronda, and she almost started crying. It seemed.
Oh, she
totally broke down and like couldn't do anything. And I just sent Bailey out super early.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
And then she got her act together. Thank God.
Oh, she did, yeah, massively. But this was really rough. I just felt very bad for her. Worst match. What are your worst matches?
Rollins Fiend.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, I did fucking snipe it on here. I'm an idiot. Horrific match. Didn't do anything for either person. Bury the fuck out of Seth Rollins. Yeah. Almost tanked his career. It seems almost Roman Reigns him before his recent heel turn. Goldberg Taker. It's my numero uno.
Yeah, like
awful.
There's some things that we're going to divide on, but there's some things that we're just going to agree on, and I can't
disagree. Well, that's the thing. These are the worst of. Like these aren't like what's your 66th best match of the year.
Once you get the best, you'll start seeing WWE guy versus indie guy.
Yeah.
On our fucking thing.
Women's triple threat at Survivor Series. I felt a bit mean putting that on. That's more of an honourable mention, but it's so boring.
These matches, like a lot of these matches, were like made bad because of.
I'm bad at worst stuff if it's not clear.
Yeah.
Because I just block it out of my head.
Yeah. That's why people don't remember it.
Yeah.
Unless it's memorably bad, like
Roman versus Drew at WrestleMania.
Very boring.
Fucking bored the shit out of me.
Yeah.
For Roman's like big singles comeback match at WrestleMania after leukemia and everything, it was just that. Bleh.
Oh, sorry. Worst segment or worst promo was all that Ambrose stuff to do with leukemia.
Oh, was that this year?
Yes, that was.
No, because he did the Shield this year. Yeah, that was last year.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, please.
Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I can go on there too.
Absolutely horrific match.
And he's coming back.
Apparently, who knows? Alright, let's move on to our best of the year. So what is the best feud of the year, Rain? Dr. Rain Doctor.
Devon Star. Straight up. Like, promo packages. Promos.
Promo packages is the main thing, yeah.
Promo packages. Promos. Matches at the end. World-renowned fucking success. It was fantastic. I don't care if I was there. It was fantastic, and it's the best.
What's a world-renowned success? I know David Stark. I know Dave Meltzer gave it 5 stars, but like.
Oh no, but
I didn't hear too many people outside of Ireland talking about it, to be honest.
Oh, but it's like people know about Devon Star. Like it was just like it doesn't need to be explained. Like it was fucking fantastic.
Get OTT on demand
and watch that from watch from the start of that feud. I know the feud started in 2018, but from 2019 it was still fucking amazing.
And it started with the hottest crowd I've ever seen.
2019. They had that match at Homecoming. Where Star came out to that song. Yeah. With the "We belong to the night, we belong to." Yeah, and he had the shirt on, and they had that. And Devlin won, so he went on to face Walter. And then when that promo and Star was like, Devlin was like, "Last time you said to get to Walter, you have to go through you. Now this time to get to me, you have to go through Walter." And then that Walter match where he stepped on the belt, and all this sort of stuff.
Oh, that was that was something else.
Sorry, I just like.
Yeah, fantastic feud all around. There's no doubt about it.
That's the only thing I have on here for feuds.
Yeah, well, you only have like one of most things, right?
I have a few. I have a few on those things.
Yeah, definitely, probably the standout indie feud at the very least this year.
Standout feud in general, okay, you give your feuds.
My feuds, okay, Andrade versus Ray. Purely because it's like great match after great match after great match for like 2 months.
Much story?
There wasn't much story in this one. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
NXT versus the main roster.
Accidental, but yeah.
It like the Saudi show played into it, sure, but like that beginning so hot and it just went on and it was great. In fairness,
it was good. I'll give it that. I did enjoy it.
I really struggled to find like big feuds this year, but
that's why that wins.
The massive, astounding, like probably most people's top would...
Becky.
No, because that was shit, because she limped the whole time. It only got good in the last week when they had that awesome backstage segment.
Yeah. Okay.
Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. I
Kofi
agree.
Mania.
I'm not.
That might be my feud of the year.
I'm gonna argue those two are up there with each other.
Yeah.
They're in a league of their own this year.
Because they're very different.
They're in a league of their own. One's a blood feud and one's a you're not good enough feud.
Yeah, one is like a really well done underdog feud, driven by the fans, that was actually allowed to flourish for once.
And one is a feud where the person who the fans love was the person who the fans hate, and the person who the fans hate was
The Star one's much more artistic.
Oh.
It's much more like wrestling.
Shout out to Sean Ryan.
Whereas this is just like pure like you love wrestling.
Shout out to Sean Ryan for that. Fucking because
yeah, he works
without
for
you
NXT
that feud is
not as good.
Not as good. It would still be good, but it's not as good. But the wrestling was fantastic in it as well. David Starr is going to take a lot of my awards. I'm not going to lie, but fucking hell,
it's very much a perfect storm.
Yeah.
The David Starr feud.
Yeah.
But like just the initial gauntlet match, the elimination chamber match, and then slowly building up to him getting the title shot at Mania and winning, and Daniel Bryan saying stuff like, "You're a B+ player." There's some storytelling. There's some storytelling.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
just to confirm, Devin versus Starr, Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan are our feuds of the year.
Oh, massively. Best promo. I have 3 different ones here. Seth Rollins' heel turn.
Yeah.
That like very recent, so I'm afraid it's recency bias. But
yeah,
still
I have a recent one here. I have Cody.
That was also on mine.
And I also have, even though it was taken down off YouTube, the Star Sinclair broadcast promo.
What was that about?
Remember when they had the match in Israel?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
I didn't see this.
He basically they had him set up to fight in an Israeli promotion, the Ring of Honor. We're going to give him a title match against Jay Lethal in Israel, and he went out and cut a promo on his own, slating them like, "You're going to let the little Jew boy fight for the title in Israel?"
Oh my fuck!
And all this sort of stuff. And he hates Ring of Honor because like the Sinclair Broadcasting, they're like socialist propaganda shit. They're a socialist propaganda train. No, sorry, what are they? They're just against what Star is. I don't
capitalist
know.
like very capitalist right wing.
Yeah. The Ring of Honor management. And he was just like, "You're gonna get a little Jew boy fight. That's funny, isn't it?" And it was just I can't repeat it word for word because it was so long.
Yeah,
but it was taken down off the. But it's still up there somewhere. But it was fantastic.
You can find it if you want to find it, type thing.
It was fun. Like we're not gonna like be like, "Oh, it was disrespectful." No, he was right.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. It was a great promo, even though it was real. We're gonna call it a promo, but it was. Well, realism helps promos, but I think that was fantastic.
My top one's a little cheaty. It's Bray Wyatt, Firefly Funhouse. All of them.
They could be segments. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't argue they're segments because it is just him talking, isn't it? On his own, basically.
Yeah.
And they're so good. Took this dirt character that had been destroyed by overexposure and bullshit finishes and gimmicks,
and
immediately saved him. Just amazing stuff.
Oh.
Him and there was a solid 10 weeks where it was just him talking and he didn't have any feuds or anything, and it was just the highlight of the show.
They brought out Huskus pig things for Christmas, like boxes. You know the boxes that have
that's cool. There's so much merchandise from it as well. It's a perfect gimmick for WWE.
WWE, if you asked them, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you asked the WWE, you could you have to kill off one character right now. Who would you kill off, New Day or The Fiend?
New Day. Oh, is it though? Because New
Day make money. New Day cannot be broken up. They were debating this on Cultaholic yesterday. I don't think you can break them up.
Oh, can you? Because you only need if they do a Shield thing where they all actually get sustained pushes, then you could give Roman Reigns. You give one of them all the goofy merch to keep selling it.
The thing that I would be on board with the New Day breaking up is if they turned Big E and Xavier heel and had Big E and Xavier as his mouthpiece against Kofi.
Okay.
But we're not talking about that right now. We can talk about.
Okay.
We can talk about our predictions for 2020 at the end, probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Best pay-per-view. I have an honorable mention and an actual pick.
I have NXT Takeover New York.
What was on that show?
We had Matt Riddle against Velveteen Dream. We had Adam Cole against Johnny Gargano in that amazing 60-minute match.
Okay.
We had Alistair. We had the War Raiders against the Street Profits. Yeah. Did we? No, we had a tag match started.
Oh, was that the The one where the Street
That was in
Profits won the
WrestleMania. This
title.
WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was the match at the end was like would divide people, but like fantastic. And I also have Wrestle Kingdom 13 because it was. We had Cody. We had all the Elite losing their belts.
Yeah.
Omega and Tanahashi wasn't great in the main event, but we had
Yo, that was a fucking train wreck. That.
we had Okada against Jericho.
Not train. Oh, sorry. I thought it was about Jericho. Sorry.
Okada against
Jericho.
Jericho. Yeah.
That was bad.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay.
Didn't like that at all.
I just thought like we had
No, because wasn't that the one where like he was really disrespectful or something, and the crowd just like he got legit go away.
Yeah, Ishii against you're shutting this down. Listen, I didn't prefer this category. So, but I thought Wrestle Kingdom. I enjoy Wrestle Kingdoms every year. I thought New York was fantastic because it just takeovers of the WrestleMania weekend. You can't really go wrong.
Yeah,
I can't really because I've been like kind of pay-per-view. You have to pay for it to be a pay-per-view, so you can't put in OTT shows now. So, if I had more time, I would have given you a better.
Well, I wouldn't. Is there an OTT show that came out this year that you didn't go to? Because you got to include the live rule or whatever that you would say is better than those shows.
No, I went to all the good ones. New York.
There you go.
I'll go on New York. Take on New York's one.
My honorable mention is the Royal Rumble, because that had Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks, incredible match. Becky Lynch versus Asuka, incredible match. Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar, incredible match. A tag match that was just okay. A women's Rumble match that was just okay. And a men's Rumble match that was just okay. And that's why it's not the top one. The top one is instead SummerSlam this year, because we had that amazing Rollins Lesnar match, Trish Stratus Charlotte, Becky Natalia, which is maybe Natalia's best match. Goldberg, what's his face? What's his name?
Goldberg against Goldberg wasn't at Rumble. Oh wait,
Goldberg, Dolph Ziggler. Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens.
Oh, that was a good match.
Which was fun. And The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. No, that wasn't this year. That was the year before. But still, I think pound for pound, that's probably the match with the most great matches on it this year. Because at least in WWE.
Pay-per-views are weighed in pounds, of course.
You're waiting dollars for what they're worth, I guess. What's your best promotion of the year? Mine is NXT. It's just the most. It is NXT as well for me.
They went live.
Not even that, but I think NXT for me is the perfect mix of the storyline focus of WWE
and the wrestles
and the wrestling of an independent show. Because stuff with New Japan, I'm like, this is very like I'm not overly into the storylines and that. They just
you have to follow it all the time to be in.
Yeah. And they're not as show offy as your WWE stuff.
Honorable mentions go to Progress. They've had a great year. OTT, obviously.
But we saw them live, so we can't be saying that now.
Oh, we can't be.
I wouldn't say OTT is best of the year though. I wouldn't say it's better than NXT. Is the thing.
No, but I don't know how to comment on that because it's when you're right. When you've been there, you don't really know. But we just want to give when we're talking about promotions, just give them an honorable.
Oh, dude,
they've given me the best year of my life.
There have been so many great promotions, and there's no promotion off the top of my head, big one that is just like fucked up this year. Even Impact has kind of come back.
Impact. Okay.
Sorry. The only one that's kind of fucked up is Ring of Honor because of all the bad publicity.
Sorry, Impact. Impact goes in there. Impact have had a fantastic year. Amazing. They're set up for a great 2020. They're actually.
Maybe they can capitalize on NWA's launched, and that's been like a big success.
But NXT
AEW might not be my type of thing, but it's still like a big, massive deal that people are really liking. Yeah,
they did it.
They're living the dream.
Yeah.
New Japan have had a quieter year because the Elite left, but it's still a solid year.
Simmering up to be a great year.
Yeah. Dub X Dub have been big again this year. Bigger, I think, than usual.
Yeah.
They're getting. I think they're getting big.
Yeah, they had the night that Star beats Walter will be amazing, and I hope I'm there.
I don't think it's gonna happen, man.
I don't know, but we're talking about NXT. It's the best promotion of the year.
Yeah, but I genuinely think that might be it for that. I think they missed their chance.
I don't know. We'll see.
If
I'm there, how good would that be?
But like the second Walter became NXT UK champion, it's like you gotta fucking get this done. You've done 25 of them. That's enough. You can end it now. And now that he's maybe full on going regular NXT, they might have lost it. And if they have, massive pity. Massive pity. I wonder would Star do a one night deal for a takeover to like beat Walter? Would he? God, go on for the storyline. For your art.
Would you really give David Starr this thing where like one night and you're gone? He could do anything he wants for that one night.
I'm not saying he runs his show. I'm saying he has a one match thing.
No, but he wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh, no. You like you contract someone, you could sue their ass if they say something like, you know.
Fair enough.
He's not stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your best tag team of the year?
Honorable mention, like this isn't like an OTT one because it's clearly like they've been all around. An honorable mention goes to More Than Hype. Like straight up, they've been everywhere.
Excellent. I hadn't seen enough of their matches this year to like put them on my list. But
ICW, they've been to Italy, they've been to Germany, they've been everywhere. Like,
busiest year so far, right?
oh yeah. They're only getting bigger. Fantastic. Shout out to our boys, Club Rock Shandy.
Yeah, honorable mention to the Club Rock Shandy.
We love you boys.
The Woke Queens are good, but they haven't done too much tagging this year that I've seen anyway.
Okay.
The New Day.
Yeah, that's an obvious one. I have the Lucha Bros.
They've had a great deal.
I have
Lucha Bros. See, I haven't loved their AEW stuff.
Yeah, but I've seen a bit of their Impact storylines were fantastic.
That's okay. I haven't seen any of their Impact stuff. I've only really been exposed to their AEW stuff, and it's done nothing for me.
But I think I think they're quite good. Okay, LAX only joined in August. LAX only joined in August, didn't they?
It would have been All Out or something.
What they've done beforehand is fantastic, so I put them up there.
But is it this year? Is it enough to make it this year? Not just all.
Yeah, their Impact storylines have been fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Undisputed Era.
Oh, how the fuck did I forget about that?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking hell.
UE.
Unreal.
Massive year for them. They have all the gold still. I thought they were going to lose like a week later. No.
Shout out to Street Profits, but I think Undisputed Era won.
And then finally British Strong Style.
Yeah.
They haven't done as much tagging this year, but when they have, it's been fantastic.
Yep.
They have a weak link in Trent Seven, but even he's great.
Oh.
You know?
Well, what? Then he's not a weak link. Let's just...
No, but I mean, like, I'm talking like two of the best wrestlers in the world and Trent Seven.
Yeah.
You know?
Poor Trenty.
Yeah.
Trenty Lux. Love Trent.
Best female wrestler of 2019. I put Rhea here as an honorable mention purely because she only exploded in the last couple months.
My female wrestler of the year could arguably be the best wrestler of the year. Like I could actually put her on my best wrestler of the year list.
Liv Morgan.
Who's yours?
I have a couple. I've Session Martinez on here.
Okay, I'm gonna say it before you say it. I hope she's on your list.
I forgot. I saw you writing her down and I was like...
Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of her this year.
She's
so I have to
last night she had a big brawl with Sami Callihan that sets up their title match on the 12th of January.
Which...
She has been tearing it up. She's been taking on all the men in fucking Impact and and fucking having some of the greatest long-term storytelling in the business. She beat Brian Cage in a fucking 6-pack challenge at the end of like a 6-pack gauntlet match to get in them, wasn't it? She had a match with Sami Callihan at Slammiversary, which was insane.
She has more than proven herself to be able to hang with the boys.
Oh, she's fantastic. I put her up there.
Yeah, like you talking about women's evolution, revolution. Tessa Blanchard's right there. Becky Lynch. She hasn't been as hot this year, but she's been consistently good and over.
Yep.
And finally, Charlotte Flair, who's just great.
Yep.
She is herself and Tessa are the two best in-ring women.
Yep.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I would love to see that match. I'm leaning towards Tessa. That's just
a lot of people are, I think. Yeah. I think Tessa's probably had a better year.
Yeah, and she flipping out some of the storyline. Her intensity. Have you seen her face? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's undisputed.
Who's your best male wrestler of the year? I have a couple. My honorable mention is Jordan Devlin.
Yep. Because
he hasn't exploded yet, but he's had a really OTT. You know, we've seen that, so I feel bad like bringing that in because I've seen it live. I feel unfair, but his stuff on NXT UK, he's consistently been a big highlight in the show, and he's had a great match with Walter there one week.
Yeah, we're talking about promos, wrestling, all that sort of stuff. David Starr's on my list.
He's the best promo in the world right now. I think.
And he's having amazing. He had amazing matches towards the end of Defiant. Him being the last champion was amazing.
Yeah.
He had amazing matches in Progress. He's
had
an
amazing,
amazing storyline in Progress. Won the Super Strong style.
They're almost having their 100th show, aren't they?
Yeah, and Jim Smallman's leaving.
I don't know who that is.
He's the bald guy with all the tattoos. He runs the promotion. He's leaving.
Oh wow.
You're saying like Devlin might not be on the list. Like I dumped Grant to him honorable mention because there's a match that wasn't in a WXW. That wasn't in.
He had a match with David Starr, didn't he?
He had a match in the Super Strong Style final, which was apparently unbelievable. David Starr is on my list because he's just been fantastic all year.
Yeah, He really has.
And like my undisputed is Will Ospreay.
I think he's David Starr is just on the cusp of exploding to that level that, maybe not quite the level, but like a similar level to like the way fucking Kenny Omega was,
and
the Young Bucks and all that, and Marty Scurll at the very least.
My undisputed best is Will Ospreay. Best belt machine. He just doesn't know how to have a bad match.
Yeah, you see,
He has had. You can't say he has had the most active year. He fought in 2 tournaments. Best
He did G1, didn't he?
Best Super Juniors.
Yeah.
And G1, which he had like consistently the best match of the night, even though in kayfabe it wasn't his best tournament.
Yeah.
But he deserves
match quality wise.
Oh,
perfect. Alright, I got Adam Cole, baby.
Yep.
Just consistently the highlight of NXT and has been for a solid 2 years now.
I heard some people talk about last week that like his physique will not let him get to the top. But like he's just insane. I know he's a bit on the skinny side, but he's so
like. Look at Kofi.
Yeah.
You know, Kofi's physique isn't particularly, it's not at that level of your John Cena's or whatever.
Yeah.
And he still got there. Look at Daniel Bryan. He's tiny.
Yeah.
Even if he does have those fucking pecs or whatever. It's not impossible. At all.
It's fantastic. Johnny Gargano.
Gargano hasn't... I know he had a decent start of the year, but I don't know.
Yeah, kind of tailed off, but you still have to name Gargano in there.
Yeah, that's fair. Bray Wyatt. For just the storyline, the way he was able to rebound himself in the second half of this year. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The only problem is that his matches haven't been good. And that's like that is a big problem, but a lot of them are much more angles than matches.
My next one is Sami Callihan.
Okay, yeah.
He's been he has had some serious. He was bubbling like years before. He's finally exploded back on. Won the title, defended it in a cage against Brian Cage, and his promos with OVE have just been fantastic.
Yeah.
He got released by WWE. He went and did a lot of independence, but now he's found his home in Impact. He's fucking insane.
Finn Balor. Now Finn, he had a not particularly quiet start of the year.
Explain this one.
But it wasn't. He was consistently had a very good match every Raw. His character wasn't particularly amazing, but he did well enough. He got an IC Championship run that they didn't do much with, but now he's gone to NXT and he's recaptured some of the magic that he had before, I think.
Yeah.
It probably should be honorable mention if I'm putting Devlin in there.
If we're putting honorable mention there, Moxley's got to be in the same honorable mention category.
See, Moxley's only had one really good match, isn't it? And it's a match that
we're also talking about promos versus and character work. And
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Then honorable mention goes to Moxley as well.
Brock Lesnar. Because what have his matches been? All right, he's had Finn Balor.
Name the 3 matches he's had this year.
Shut up. He's had a match against Finn Balor, 2 against Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio. Those are big matches, big highlight matches.
4 matches, yeah. they were good, yeah. I would agree. I wouldn't put them up on the top, but
most of these are in no order. Only my last one is like who I'm saying is the best. Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I think we put in the top 3.
Here's the thing about Daniel.
Honorable mention Keith Lee. Yup.
Yeah, but Keith is similar to Rio, where I'm like amazing in the last 2 months.
Yeah. I think our top 3 would be Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole, and Will Ospreay.
Here's my argument for Daniel Bryan. I'd say is ahead of Adam Cole.
Why don't?
And I might argue Will Ospreay because Daniel Bryan, just before the start of the year, turns heel. Yeah, and we properly saw his heel run. He had the best storyline, arguably, of the year, with Kofi Kingston. After that, great tag run, turns face, and has been having great fucking thing since whatever. Like he's brought back the yes movement. I think storyline wise, I think he's better than Will as a character
right now. Yes, but
I think he's had great matches to back it up.
Will Ospreay's had 140 matches, and I'm going to argue that they were.
Well, Bryan may have had more than 140 this year if you're counting live shows.
We're not going live shows. We're not going competitive.
Yeah.
They're both.
That's also not Bryan's fault because he's on a weekly show.
Of course. But I think I'm going to stick with my boy Will.
I'll let you have Will because I admittedly haven't seen much Will this year, so I can't say that he's like not as good.
Yeah.
But Bryan fucking loved him this year. What are your best moments of the year?
Ooh.
Fiend versus Balor is up there for me.
Yeah.
because like the match,
Mhm.
I wouldn't call that a match, you know, because it was very one-sided. Balor got like one drop kick in, and he was just setting up the Fiend character. Where it's gone to, I don't know. You could argue it's not the best, but that like just from the lights going out, that entrance, he's bringing in the lantern for the first time.
Oh yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Insane. Like, you forget about it now, but at the time, if we can go back and you'll listen to us fucking gushing about it. Insane.
Yeah, when we see
When he snaps fucking Finn Balor's neck as a transitional move.
Yeah, I know it didn't happen, but one of our moments of the year was Kieran's reaction to find out we could get like Brock Lesnar versus Fiend.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Someday.
Anyway, Ciampa and Cole's air raid crash at War Games
Yes. Fantastic.
because we thought they both died.
Yeah. Kofi wins at Mania.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just a really feel-good moment. I thought that match under-delivered a bit, but it was a really feel-good moment, and clearly meant a lot to a lot of people. Moxley arrives at AEW.
Oh yeah, I love
The energy in that building.
He knows how to absorb the energy. He just knows what to fucking do.
But just like everyone in the crowd slowly standing up and turning around to see him in there. It looked insane, and then you got fucking Roslyn commenter like, it's the Mox machine, or whatever he was screaming.
Yeah.
Finn Balor returns to NXT.
Yeah.
Just no one saw it coming.
LA kick was insane.
Yeah, well that's his heel turn. That was a couple weeks later.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry.
This is just him being like, Finn Balor is NXT.
Yeah.
And, so good.
It's amazing we have to mimic an Irish accent.
Yeah, I know.
I would argue Hiromu Takahashi's return. Because he
that was good.
Broken neck. And then when he comes into the ring, you see like the you know like the anime at the top, you see all like the ticking time bombs.
Yeah.
And you see him come in. And like he comes in and he acts really weird. He starts like injuring himself. He starts like bumping for the first time again. And doing like throwing himself into the guardrail and stuff as if like the Invisible Man.
Yeah.
And then he gets into the ring and he does like a bridge on his neck and the commentators are like, oh my god, he's bridging on his like injured neck. And then Ospreay, who's after just getting like mist in the face, like black, and he's like he's so happy because in kayfabe he's so happy for his return.
Yeah.
And Ospreay's just sitting there like cross-legged, and Hiromu's just looking at him, and Hiromu just looks at Ospreay and goes, "Mic, please, mic, please." And the moment where like Ospreay's just sitting there with the mic in Hiromu's face, and Hiromu's like, "Me, you, Wrestle Kingdom," and they're like, "Oh yeah,
there you go."
Hiromu, because he is one of the best junior heavyweights of all time.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane, and he has a mad gimmick. What's his cat? Daryl? Yeah, his cat's called Daryl.
What a gimmick!
No, but like he's just crazy.
The opening of WrestleMania 35, just after Hulk Hogan and Alexa Bliss, when all of a sudden Paul Heyman just storms down to the ring, announces Lesnar's having his match right fucking now, and it's a squash. That's such a good moment. Oh. That whole match and segment, like,
yeah,
just insane. What a way to hype the crowd. One of the best openings to a WrestleMania I've seen.
Yep.
Just like, I saw that live and I lost my mind, man. Because I was like, I just didn't expect that to open the show.
I can't imagine you. I can imagine you watching a pay-per-view live. I can't imagine watching you watch a pay-per-view live.
Yeah, well, that's what. When I get into it, I get really into it, and Lesnar always gets me into it.
Becky win the Rumble.
I'd say no to that.
Mm-hmm.
Purely because she fucking limped down to the ring.
Yeah,
that's when she began her fucking limping thing, and she had a weird thing with Charlotte. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it was. Good,
I was just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and then final one, NXT's SmackDown Invasion.
Yeah, it was out of the blue. Well,
it wasn't because
we were the way it happened was out of the blue.
The way it happened was very surprising.
I would argue this is what happened, right? So I was working the shift, put on Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
And I was on the way home, and
it was fucking like early November.
Yeah.
Christmas decorations, like.
Yeah, I know. They went on. Don't ask. We're not. It's a happy time of year. I'm off work. I'm just after working 3 days in a row. After, well, when this goes out.
Yeah.
In the busiest time of year, I might be dead. Anyway,
fingers crossed.
And Reese just texted me and goes, "Holy, did you hear like NXT are gonna invade?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we're like, it was because Reese is one of our friends who is a big OTT fan but doesn't watch the main roster anymore.
Doesn't watch any wrestling really.
Yeah.
So OTT.
And then all of a sudden Reese just spammed me, texting him as I'm in the car. "Holy shit, Keith Riddle, Keith Keith.
Keith Riddle.
Holy shit, Keith Lee, Matt Riddle. I'm just like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on? Shayna Baszler, holy shit, what's going on? I was
I
like,
watched that episode live. It's fantastic.
Oh.
Like, really great.
Yeah.
It's like, because at first you see like Triple H and what's his face there, Shawn Michaels, and then Shayna Baszler interferes.
The way he reveals Adam Cole.
So
where
good.
Shawn Michaels is like...
It's like taking off his shirt and it's like, oh, it's kind of cold in your head.
Yeah, brilliant.
Anyway. And then we have, like
the
that...
The tank.
Oh, well, that wasn't that week.
No, but it's still like, it's a moment.
Oh, yeah. I would say that's the best episode of like a wrestling TV show of the year.
Yeah. There's your award for best TV episode.
There you go. Easy. But just like, even just the Adam Cole Daniel Bryan match.
Yep.
So good. Maybe that should be a match of the year. That was amazing. Yeah, that's all my moments. Do you have any more?
No, not really. We've gone through a lot there. We've had about 6 big moments.
Best things you've seen live.
Start Evelyn. Start Evelyn. Be Cool's entrance.
Yep. Start Evelyn.
Be Cool's entrance at Scrapper at the 6th anniversary or 5th. Was it 5th? Yeah, it was 5th.
That would be
Be Cool's entrance.
Oh fuck yeah!
That has to be.
Well, come on.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You love that.
Yeah, that was so funny. But Hogan coming out before he's a racist. It's so good. It's
insane.
Like, and then the crowd going insane for him, like
the
best of the round or whatever.
Star getting all the 2 weeks ago. Star getting all the members of the ring in to like be his like messiahs now.
Yeah.
Or be his like his disciples. Anything to do with Star and Devlin.
Walter Star. Well, that's more matches, but
yeah, Walter Star was. I can't believe that was this year.
British Strong Style title retention.
Title win.
Huh?
Title win.
Yeah.
They
I thought it was a retention.
They won the title, and they did the water spit. They won the title. Yeah, just so many live, like everything to do with OTT. I just want to like I've already put out a tweet, but like everything to do with OTT.
Walter v Devlin. That's what I put live.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
Everything to do with OTT has been fantastic this year. Inside the ring and out.
I also have at the WWE live show I went to. Daniel Bryan did his first yes chant in over a year because he was turning face. That was really awesome. That was really cool because I love Daniel Bryan so much.
Yeah.
I saw the Fiend's debut. The first time we ever saw the Fiend.
When was that?
That was at Raw.
Oh yeah, you went.
I went to 2 Raws. I got more shows than you, bitch.
No, next year I'll
more
have now we have WXW moments.
Yeah.
Star beats Walter.
Oh sure, if you say so. But Fiend's debut was insane.
Yeah.
Trinity Brawl 2.
Oh,
just that whole 2-hour moment.
Oh my! That 2 hour THC trip that we run, CBD trip, whatever you want to call it.
So weird. What? It's on Independent Wrestling.
Oh my! 20-day free trial. Oh my god.
So good.
Jay Money, love you, buddy.
Honorable mention: the women's Fatal 4-Way that I saw live between Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Naomi. The worst match I've ever seen live. Fucking horrific. It went on for like 20 minutes.
What was it? Dark segment?
No, this was on Raw. This was live, and people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't complain that much." I was fucking there. I genuinely forgot there was a match happening.
I thought this was the best moments you've seen live.
Oh, I know, but I figured I'd chuck this in here because I'm not going to throw it anywhere else. And then also the really weird segment on the Raw, where it was like remember when Roman had the tag with a Chandler, and then it turned out to be Cedric
Gary
Alexander?
Garbutt.
And then it turned out to be Cedric, but they lost anyway, so who cares? So weird. Such a fucking stupid moment.
Anything I've seen with Speedball this year?
Yeah.
Sorry. How am I forgetting this? Speedball jumped off a balcony.
Oh yeah.
Speedball jumped off a balcony in Cork, and the best bit, I love this. I don't know if they must have been briefed, but they must have been briefed to like act like surprised.
Yeah.
Because when Speedball and Pac went up to like this place, all the security guards, like these big muscly policemen, were just like, lads. He's jumping off the balcony.
Best match 2019.
I have Shingo Takagi against Will Ospreay, Best of Super Juniors final.
Sure. Okay. Never saw it.
Oh, 5.5 stars. It literally is just, it's wrestling perfect. It was unbelievable.
Honorable mention: Elimination Chamber, but the last 20 minutes of it rather than the first like half an hour.
Let's see. I feel we have the same match as their match of the year. That was my.
We do not.
No. That was my second best match of the year.
I'll put I have like a couple matches there.
But
I have my number one.
Say your number one.
No, let's say it last. Like.
All right. What's the when you're ready? Because I think we have the same one.
Okay. Rollins v Lesnar SummerSlam. Fantastic match.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that match. People were hating on Rollins beforehand, and this made them like him again. He got big cheers the next night.
Yeah.
That's how good it was. And then he got booed, absolutely.
Lucha Bros against Young Bucks Escalera de la Muerte match.
Was that a Triple A?
No.
Or somewhere? Or was that an
It was
AEW?
AEW. It was at the pay-per-view where the LAX debuted.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
that
don't
all
think I saw that
out.
one.
All out.
Taker and Reigns versus Drew and Shane. Really fun match that redeemed Undertaker for a lot of people, including myself.
Yeah, it was that was Extreme Rules, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good job.
Very good.
Becky v Sasha in the cell. Great match.
From what I remember, I thought it was good.
It
opened them. It opened the show. Yeah.
Yeah, really good match.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes versus Dustin. Fuck yeah.
No, they're just at the end when they had the blood streaming from the.
Yeah, fantastic. The best AEW match ever.
Yeah.
And one of the guys in it was fucking 50.
Gargano Cole.
Gargano Cole. I have 2 out of 3 falls. Gargano Cole.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Ronda versus Sasha at Royal Rumble. Fantastic match. Really good match.
Yeah, it went on.
Sasha's best.
It only
match.
went on for like 15, didn't it?
Something like that, 15 or 20. Balor versus Lesnar. Amazing. Like, on my feet, amazing, where I'm like freaking out. And I love that Lesnar can do that to me. And my number one.
Wait.
What are you doing? Like, 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Bate
Walter.
versus Lord Walter. There you go! I'm not high-fiving
High
you.
five. Yes!
Oh, what a match.
Yeah.
40 minutes, 45 minutes of fucking perfection.
Yeah.
Just like...
We were like, when is it over? When Bate picked him up and did the airplane spin.
Amazing, because he tried like 5 times beforehand as well.
And Bate just looked dead in the eyes. Like, he just looked...
Just an amazing match.
Oh.
Like, it was just like 5-star perfection. Did it get... It didn't even get 5 stars, is it? Like...
If we as wrestling fans were like forced to watch 2 wrestling matches for like on New Year's Eve, that would like encapsulate what we thought about the year of wrestling. It would be Star Devlin and Bate Walter.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
That'd be a nice enjoyable watch.
Yeah, I'd actually enjoy myself watching wrestling for once. But like, just like the crowd on their feet. Imagine seeing that match live. That'd be the best match you'd ever see live.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Fuck Walter's good. Fuck Bate is good. 40 minutes is a long time to risk a match. But like, if that wasn't good.
Oh, but they made it so good.
And now we quickly go to our... We're going to speed through this one. Best of the decade. What's your worst things of the decade? I have 3 things. I have Ronda's botch, her WrestleMania 35 botch, where she didn't get both things down.
Yeah.
Shoulders down. The
know
Nexus
much.
losing.
Oh, Nexus losing
Yeah.
John Cena, yeah.
And Raw 25.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad...
Promotion of the decade. NXT for me. They
Oh,
started out and they revolutionized wrestling.
Yeah, they changed from FCW and they moved themselves up.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Promotion of the year, what is it? I mean, promotion of the decade.
NXT.
NXT, okay. Tag team of the decade. I have the Shield, the New Day, the Usos, and the Bullet Club.
Shield, New Day. I wouldn't call the Bullet Club a tag team. That's more of a faction. Then we'll throw Chaos in there.
Yeah, God.
Like
sure.
if we're talking Bullet Club, then like,
Okay. Pay-per-view of the decade.
Undisputed Era. They arguably.
I wouldn't put them in the best of the decade though.
Would you put the
They've
Wyatt?
only there's
Would
some
you put the
new,
Wyatt
like-
family in there?
No, because the Wyatts broke up fairly fast. They were only around for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Best like where's it going now? Oh, zoom low.
I'd arguably say the mid-card Mafia and LTNA was really good as well. But they're like a faction. So.
Yeah. Pay-per-view of the year. I mean pay-per-view of the decade. I got 2.
This is all you.
There was only 2 that I could feel would deserve that ranking. That's
WrestleMania 30.
WrestleMania 30 is my number 1, followed by WrestleMania 31. 2 best pay-per-views I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're so good.
They're just the main events. The main events just fucking made them.
Feud of the decade.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was really good for a while, but I wouldn't call it decade feud.
Yeah. Braun versus Reigns. The initial Braun versus Reigns. Where they had like those... No, come on.
Decade.
When this is when Braun was like getting great, like
Decade.
Braun. Alright, Punk versus Cena.
Yeah.
Charlotte versus Becky.
Yeah.
Put that up there.
Um.
Undertaker versus Lesnar.
Yeah.
Specifically when like Taker came back and like they had the 2 rematches. Amazing matches.
It was the peak of the Taker feuds from this decade. Because
Yeah, probably would be.
Yeah, because after that it got very bad for a while.
Bride versus the Wyatt family.
I love that. I love the reveal.
Like him on the top of the cage or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. And then my number one, Daniel Bryan versus The Authority. The feud that got me into wrestling.
It has to be.
Fucking perfection.
Thing is, like, when I was watching wrestling, I started watching it at the start of the decade, like, really, like, lightly.
Yeah.
So, like, it's hard to, like...
I got straight into it, in the middle of, at the very, very end of 2013.
Yeah.
Who's your female wrestler of the decade?
Between the two we were talking about.
I got 4.
Between the two we were talking
Tessa.
Tessa and...
See, I don't have Tessa on here because she's so new.
Tessa and Charlotte.
Yeah, but at the same time I also have Ronda here because she legitimized the women's division.
Yeah.
Well, not legitimized in the eyes of the
And
fans, but in the eyes of management.
And Tessa started legitimizing women's wrestling in general as well.
Yes. Well,
No, she has. She has started. Like, she is part of the
She's
boom.
part of it. I wouldn't say she started anything.
I'd put her on there. Tessa, Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda.
Becky's there, Ronda's there, Charlotte's there, Alexa Bliss. Because she's great.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Best male wrestler of the decade. I have a top one for this that I'm going to have to explain, I think. But I got Roman Reigns on here. Because he had 3 years with the Shield that were great. He had 2 years that weren't good. But then now he's been great for a while.
Don't get angry at me. He started getting very good in 2015 and I'm still putting Will Ospreay on there.
Okay. No, I can see that.
Kenny Omega.
Yep.
Kazuchika Okada.
Yep.
Chris
AJ Styles.
Yeah, he's the Holy Trinity of professional wrestling.
Exactly. He's amazing.
I would
John Cena. Specifically 2015 onwards, John Cena.
Yep. I would argue that for what he's done and how diverse he's been, you've got to put Chris Jericho on there. You just have to put Chris Jericho on there.
I can see I wouldn't, but I can see why I would.
We are not talking about just wrestling.
Well, I'm saying best of all. Well, I'm saying I'm talking like the whole package.
Yeah. So Jericho has to.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he started
2012. He became NXT champion. And that same year, Shield came out.
Yeah.
He's a big part of the Shield. It's only in the last year people have started to slightly turn on him. Brock Lesnar.
Since when he started abusing social media.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar's there.
Yeah, he was out of the loop. He came back 2012, didn't he?
Came back 2012, 13,
yeah.
My number 2, Daniel Bryan.
I'm interested to hear your number 1.
Yeah, I know. Daniel Bryan has been perfection for so long.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good. And my number 1, Finn Balor. Of the decade.
Oh,
here's the thing.
Okay, Japan, he was amazing as well. Yeah.
He founded the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Something that revolutionized the entirety of independent wrestling.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And he kicked NXT into mainstream WWE fans' eyes. Something that has taken off on its life of its own. He was the first big signee onto there, the first of many. So that's why I would argue he's number 1, and he's fucking great as well in the ring.
Yep.
It's been fantastic all around.
I'd argue.
There's arguments to be made for others, but I think he has had the biggest impact. Yeah. If you're talking the two biggest new promotions of the decade, the two or at least the two that have grown the most have been a direct result of Finn Balor. Because without Balor, you have no Bullet Club, so you have no AJ Styles in Japan fighting Shinsuke Nakamura. You have no Kenny Omega cleaner. You probably don't have the Young Bucks to the same extent.
You agree? I agree. If you completely saw me on that.
There you go. Rest of the decade, Finn Balor. What's your moments? I have a couple moments here.
Nexus attack on John Cena.
Yep. Titus World Slide.
Yeah.
The Fiend's debut.
Who took the cake? Kevin Owens.
Oh my gosh. Goldberg beating Lesnar was insane.
Yeah.
Shane off the cell.
Yeah. Which one?
Oh shit! Yeah. Taker one.
There's been 10.
Yeah. You won Randy Orton and Cena having the title contract signing, and then everyone breaks out in the yes chant chanting Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. At the time, Shane O'Mac's return.
Yeah, that was massive at the time. Yeah. And now I never want to see him again, but at the time, amazing. Sting returns.
Oh,
it's Sting!
It's Sting, God, Michael, it's Sting!
Oh, Lesnar beats The Undertaker.
Yeah, it has to be okay. Bryan wins the title.
Yep, that's my number 1. Lesnar beats Cena.
Yeah, that was fucking
insane. We've never seen anything like it. When you the squash match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, we just suplex. How many suplex was it? 26 or something?
Oh, it wasn't 26. It was 16 or something. 16, 17. Punk wins the title.
Yeah, the pipe bomb. Yeah.
Occupy Raw. When Daniel Bryan took over Raw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've an underrated one. Do you remember that episode where like in 2011 where
No, I do not then.
they voted no confidence in Triple H?
No.
They
I wasn't watching
They
2011.
voted no confidence in Triple H, and they had basically a thing where like Sheamus, Cena, Punk, and Triple H were the only people left.
Huh.
So they had Punk on commentary, and he was like, "Can I wear your blazer?" And Triple H was like, "Yeah, you can wear my blazer. Do I get a bonus?" Yep. So they had Punk on commentary and Cena and Sheamus in the match,
Okay, sure.
and it was just like like all the wrestlers had like voted no confidence in the new CEO.
Huh.
I thought it was just very good,
Weird.
very well done.
And then the final one, Talking Smack. Specifically, The Miz, Daniel Bryan segment.
Oh yeah, and okay, can we throw CM Punk's return to wrestling? That's huge.
I wouldn't say... but like that didn't get me as excited as it would if he was in front of a crowd.
It's gonna be soon.
I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Promos of the decade. Pipe Bomb's number one, obviously. But then you also have Mark Henry, his fake retirement.
Oh yeah, you've gotta argue that like that Cody's one was.
Yeah, that's on here too. But also because I put it in 2019, I'm like more reluctant to like mention that. Daniel Bryan's retirement speech, where he's like crying and shit.
Yeah.
That was really rough.
The old
Becky's like fucking just her.
traveling around the world.
Yeah. The monster hype package, like the Imagine Dragons monster one for Daniel Bryan going into WrestleMania 30. It's not a promo, but it's really good. Watch it on YouTube if you can.
Yeah.
21-1.
Oh shit! That night after.
Yeah.
Um.
Fucking brutal.
Which no.
And then Roman Reigns the night after beating Taker as well, where he just stands on the ring for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And then
takes
he's like,
all the
this
abuse.
is my yard now.
Yeah, it takes all the
So.
abuse.
Yeah. And what? Okay, we're into the final category. What are your matches of the decade?
Punk Cena.
I think it's a bit overrated.
I like Punk Cena.
I like it, but I watched it and I was like, this is going to be amazing. And I was like,
So obviously,
it's
obviously
good,
you had
fuck.
heard about it.
Yeah, well that's the thing. And I knew who won as well. You know. CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar in SummerSlam 2013.
I'd say a lot of these matches were like in the moment they were on.
No, this is great. I didn't see this at the time. I would stand by most of these.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I'd take over.
The reveal,
Amazing.
the match, the first
That
ever "This is
entrance?
awesome" chant. Wasn't it?
Huh?
First time ever "This is awesome" was
What? No.
that. Apparently that was the first time ever they heard that chant. There's a story that there is a chant that it was the first time ever it had been said.
I think it might be like both these guys. These guys.
Look it up.
All right.
Fight forever. That's what it was.
Fight forever. That could be it. Yeah.
Check it. Look it up. The first time.
I'll say first.
Time chant.
Some chant. What's coming up? When was the first? It's a TNA match.
No, sorry. Just look at it. I think it was like Fight Forever.
Okay, first Fight Forever. Hang on.
There's a story. So like, it will be there. Is your mom here?
Yeah, that's Nakamura there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Unbelievable.
But it's an amazing match.
Yeah. Omega Okada.
Yeah, I thought those were also a bit overrated, but I don't know.
No, the first one.
First one was good, yeah. Lesnar Styles, Lesnar Balor, and Lesnar Bryan. His trilogy of just amazing matches.
Yeah.
Two of which were at Survivor Series because these
And they were probably like 10 minutes long. Come on.
Shield versus Evolution. If you remember that.
Oh yeah,
done
Jesus!
those
The
matches.
night before the turn.
Yeah, Shield
Um,
versus the Wyatt family at Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah,
Is
just a pack of
Perfect
dogs.
chaos.
It's just dogs beating the shit out of each other.
The Mania 32 women's triple threat match between Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha. Wrong winner, match of the night, easily.
Evolution.
Yeah. Well, I have Sasha, Becky here. I mean Charlotte, Becky.
Charlotte Becky
in their last women's standing match. Fucking amazing.
Yep.
So good. Best women's match of all time. Survivor Series 2014, where Sting came back.
Oh yeah.
And they beat the Authority or whatever. So good. Lesnar v Taker at the Cell.
Oh yeah, where
rip
they
up the
laughed
Cell
at
and
each other
stuff.
when they just said.
No, that's SummerSlam.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. The Cell is where like they rip up the boards and stuff, and it's so good and there's blood everywhere.
Cena, AJ Styles. Did we already say that?
Yep, CNA just does. SummerSlam for me. People say Rumble. I think SummerSlam.
Rumble for me.
Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, opener to WrestleMania 30.
Story. Yeah, I know your number one's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, my number one's so conflicting because part of me wants it to be Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie, because that's maybe the most fun match I've ever seen.
do not make that your number one. It's
But then I did shed a couple tears at Mania 30 Triple Threat.
yeah.
So it's Mania 30 Triple Threat. But Ronda Kurt, Triple H, Steph.
Can we put
That's
we have to put Bate and
right
Walter up there for match of the decade as well.
Yo, definitely, yeah. But this is just like, because I already said it, I don't want to keep repeating myself.
Yeah. Gargano Ciampa.
Yeah, and that's my end of my last ones.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else there.
Let's main event this one with the worst promo ever. It's between Roman Reigns, Suffering Succotash, and Kalisto Lucha Things.
Lucha Things. Ugh! Why'd you have to end on a horrible note, Rain? You're a fucking monster.
And the winner is Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Sorry, versus Randy Orton versus Batista.
Oh, what a perfect match. It's so good. And then, like, Scott Armstrong comes out, the crooked ref.
What does this decade hold? What does the next decade hold for?
What does who knows? AEW's here. Looks like they're staying for at least a bit.
Will Ospreay is going to show why he's Billy Big Bollocks.
He's already done that, it seems.
But he's
NXT is the third brand now.
He's going to another level.
NXT is the third brand. We have all these Irish guys. Like, people say Brit wrestling is dead. Irish wrestling is alive and fucking breathing. Some of these guys, like, I can see More Than Hype being massive on the indie scene. Like,
the Brit Wrestling podcast just did a podcast with David Starr, so that'll be.
I think Brit Wrestling comes back. I think it's going to come back massively because now people know just because you signed to WWE doesn't mean you're going to be a superstar, no matter how big you are in the indies.
Yep. Next decade we got to have The Rock as the president. I wouldn't mind if David Starr was the president of America. That would be fucking hilarious.
I don't know if it'd be hilarious. He'd be
Bernie Sanders. You up Bernie Sanders?
Sure, yeah. I'm not overly into politics.
We could have.
I will not endorse anyone.
At the end of this, this year we could have. No more New Day. We could have the Fiend still fucking like ripping the people to shreds.
If you look at the start of the 2010s compared to where it is now,
jeez,
fucking Husky Harris, like,
yep.
You know, it's weird. It's weird. Who knows where we'll be this time next year, even.
Yeah,
and with that,
well, we might be on. We'll
be dead.
We'll probably be on episode 80.
I'm dead. No, sorry, I'm gone.
R.I.P.
We'd be close to 80. I think it'd be 70 something. Maybe 75. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year to everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas, Kieran.
Fuck off. What a time it's been. Thanks for joining us for these our first 6 months.
Yeah, this is pretty.
The Holy Wrestling Podcast.
When I first told Kieran that we should do it, Kieran brushed it off.
Yeah.
And then that day, Kieran sent me a text going, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, like a month or two later.
Let's do it.
I instantly regretted it.
Yeah.
Still have to come here every week, so fuck's sake.
Yeah, I went to Kieran's house once. It's very best we don't do it there.
Fuck off. Prick. Oh, at least I don't have to scream at my family in our second episode, you dickhead. You edited it out, but it's fucking rough.
Yeah, but we're not editing out you fucking dying of terminal fucking coughing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But anyway,
hopefully next week you'll be hearing our little commentary of a pay-per-view.
Yeah, and have a happy New Year. Or we'll probably upload it when we can, so we're not gonna give you a date for that commentary.
Oh, we'll record it when we can, but I assume the date would still be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Unless you have fucking things planned.
No.
Yeah, there you go.
But we're gonna record on Friday, I think.
Yeah, we probably will.
And the pay-per-view.
There's a chance I'll be busy. But
Will I name it?
Yeah, go on. Say what. Preview it to the folks at home.
Oh, yeah.
Get buzzed.
Oh, it's gonna be an OTT one. I've got to do it. I think I gotta do it.
Fucking smart. Okay, go on. What OTT one is it gonna be?
We're going to watch the. I'm actually putting myself on the spot here. Oh
my god!
Listen,
you're making this such a fucking big deal.
I have announced that it will be an OTT pay-per-view. I am gonna go for the first WrestleRama.
First WrestleRama, okay.
Because Reese recommended the first WrestleRama to me.
Okay.
So we probably are. It's either gonna be the first WrestleRama, 4th anniversary, or being the Elite pay-per-view.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Well, you'll find out which one this time next week on the Hallway Wrestling Podcast.
And as we say at the end of
3 hours long, I'm gonna kill myself.
And as you do the fistful of popcorn, so it's okay. As we say at the end of every year,
I'm committing myself to more years.
As we say at the end of the first year of a Hallway Wrestling Podcast journey, or the first 6 months, the end of the calendar year.
Jeez.
Happy Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah. You should have given me more warning because I didn't have time to go over and click stop.
No. You can end it.
Okay.
You can end it with a comment of the year.
Comment? Oh, that's a lot of pressure. Will Ospreay's overrated.